so people can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so that people can see your business here, see it here, and see it here, so you stand out, even when they're way back here. Get 15% off signs and banners at Vistaprint.com.
We're nice, and it looks like we'll have additional opportunities this week to hit the 70-degree mark. Right now, we've also got a little bit of high cloudiness, making for some filtered moonshine right now. Temperatures have slipped to about 60. In some cases below 60 degrees. Right now 55 in Branson. Our forecast for the kids, for the parents, for everybody tomorrow looks good. Bright and mild. We start off around 50. Sunny skies expected with an afternoon high around 70 and not as breezy as it was today. The warmth is expected to continue through the rest of the week and into the weekend. But we've got a big change coming this upcoming weekend after a series of duds when it comes
in the spring. If you have any concerns there or ideas for how to improve it, you can reach out to your local city council person. And we have lots more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. We've got plenty of fun videos for you, as well as interactive stories and other need-to-know news from your communities across the region. You can find us there on X and YouTube and Facebook. And of course, don't forget to download our app and check us out at OzarksFirst.com. Still ahead here tonight, the U.S. government shutdown has now become the longest in history. How the fight to fund the food assistance continues when your news at 9 returns.
And warm weather has returned to the Ozarks, and it's expected to stick around a little while, but not too long. So get outside and enjoy this wonderful weather while we've got it. We've got some real winter cold coming, I think, late in the weekend. More of that coming up.
This is Ozarks First News at 9 with Mike Landis, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner, and Sports with Dan Lucy.
Hey, that's my burrito. Hey.
You're not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
That's my burrito.
Purple, less pain, better sleep.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Be right there.
Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
It looks like we will soon be in the longest U.S. government shutdown in history, and there are no signs either party is ready to back down. Now, today was day 35, tying with the 2018 shutdown, but today the Senate failed for the 14th time to break the stalemate, making Wednesday day 36. There were reports that a short-term continuing resolution was being floated around by some lawmakers, but the main sticking point there remains funding for the Affordable Care Act. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he's now taking his case directly to rank-and-file Democrats.
We're going above the heads of the so-called leadership, and we are appealing to the consciences of a handful of people in the Senate who want to do the right thing.
Meanwhile, the White House says federal food aid, also known as SNAP, will go out to states, or at least some of it. That's after President Trump posted Tuesday that SNAP would only resume, quote, when the radical left Democrats open up the government.
We're getting that partial payment out the door as much as we can and as quickly as we can, but it's going to take some time.
In some other news tonight, Dick Cheney leaves behind a long and political legacy in Washington, where he's largely considered one of the most powerful vice presidents in U.S. history. The 46th vice president passing away Monday night at 84 years old because of complications from pneumonia and heart disease. Friends and colleagues are remembering him as one of the most polarizing yet influential figures in American politics. Cheney served under Bush for 8 years, playing a key role in the war on terror after the 9/11 terror attacks. He also held positions in Congress and led the Pentagon. Workers in Washington lowered flags to half-staff to honor Cheney. Heading to break here at 9:14 with a live look over the water tonight. Certainly a little bit warmer across the Ozarks, pulling us out of that chill, but Jamie's going to let us know what we can expect as our temperatures start to head back south. Stay with us.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Well, on this election day, I vote to keep more of this weather going, and I think we're going to be able to keep it going through the rest of this week. Now, this time of the year, it often will take a turn, and it will this upcoming weekend, but right now we're sort of just sitting pretty, and I think we're going to be able to enjoy a really nice week of weather. 59 outside right now. Skies mostly clear, winds breezy out of the south. Take a look at the highs. Here we are in November, highs in the 70s, 76 today in Fort Leonard Wood, 75 in Harrison, 76 in Mountain Home, here in Springfield, 73. So over 10 degrees warmer than average. We have turned it around after a chilly last about a week, the last week of October into the first couple of days of this month. Temperatures generally running at or below normal. I mean, it was a chilly spell of weather that came with our first freeze back on Sunday morning. Now we're turning it back around. We're back into this warm mode, and it will stick around. And here's the reason why. We talked about this yesterday, but you can actually see it when you look at the pattern across the nation. Notice we have this ribbon of clouds flowing from west to east. This roughly matches the flow across the nation, the jet stream pattern across the nation, and it is a west to east flow or a zonal flow. And when you have a west to east flow like that, you're not able to tap into cold Canadian air that's lurking here north of the U.S.-Canadian border. That's what changes this upcoming weekend. But right now, we are enjoying mild conditions. Those warmer winds were blowing today, got rather gusty. We had gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow, though, we're going to flip the script, at least in terms of the wind. We've got a cold front that's going to dash across the area during the day, but this, folks, is not much of a cold front. It's more of just a wind shift as winds are going to become northerly tomorrow afternoon. And then on Thursday, the front tries to lift back to the north as it's washing out, as warmer air starts blowing back to the north again. And temperatures with this whole pattern will tend to just stay mild. Notice we've got another cold front on the map. That one moves through on Friday. That one also will not be much of a cold front in terms of changing our temperatures, but it will have a little bit more moisture to work with, and there may be a little bit of a rain chance, mainly off to the north, closer to central Missouri or over our eastern counties on Friday. Temperatures tonight dropping into the upper 40s off to the southeast. Looks like low 50s north and west, about 50 for a low in Springfield. That's about 10 degrees above normal. And tomorrow we're going to keep this warm theme going. Looks like highs ranging from the upper 60s north to mid 70s to the south again. Looks like around 70 for a high in Springfield. And then on Thursday, it looks like we're going to find highs in the low 70s southwest to upper 60s northeast. The winds will pick up again. They'll be out of the south-southeast 10 to 20, but we're going to have gusts probably over 25 miles per hour. Now, again, looking ahead to this upcoming weekend, we are going to see the pattern change. A big dip in the jet will develop across the eastern U.S. We call it a trough. And what it means is that where we're located, the flow will become more northwesterly. And that means cold air is going to dump into our area. The result, a big shift in temperatures. After a high near 70 on Saturday, it looks like low to mid 40s on Sunday, mid 40s again on Monday. Those are truly more winter-like high temperatures. We're also going to find overnight lows getting below freezing, well below freezing. It looks like a hard freeze, widespread hard freeze Monday morning.
It seems like the time of year, whenever we have a nice warm up, we always pay for it somehow. It always comes back to haunt us a few days later, one way or another.
And it's also a sign, you know, as we move deeper into the cool season and then the cold season, you're kind of seeing that stair step. You know, right now we're kind of leveling out. We're going to go down again, and we'll level out and we'll go down again as we get toward winter.
Yeah, it is time for it. All right, thank you, Jamie. Still ahead here tonight, keeping track of some important national races here on this election day. The biggest issues getting voters out to the polls nationwide. Right after this.
Coming up tomorrow after daybreak on Unscripted, we'll check in with tech expert Jennifer Jolly about some amazing Black Friday deals, and our friends from the American Heart Association will be here to talk about their annual Go Red for Women Gala. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
Best Reviews has an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.